Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashoda Nandana Bracha Jana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Bracha Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe. Jai Shri Radha Madhava ki jai. Shri Shri Prahlad Lakshmi Singh Bhagavan ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So Hare Krishna, I guess we speak in English. Yes. But do we have a translation for Kishori Kund and was it Brian Prabhu? Big. Haribo for Brian Prabhu for translating. Haribo! I know translating is not easy. I don't like to translate myself because I can't think in the same time and then translate. So it's very good to do this job because somehow we always between two languages. But it's good sometimes they're between 3 or 4 languages. You know. Okay, so we read from the Srimad-Bhagavatam, finally. And we are in the 4th canto, chapter 17, and we start with verse 20. And this, I guess, is on the board. No? Yes. What's on the board? 21. Okay. But we have it here from 20, so let me read the Sanskrit of verse 20. Praharanti navai strishu kridaga sav abhijatavaha kim uta tvat vida rajan karunadina vatsalaha. Okay, so I'll read translation of this verse. Translation is, okay, just for the context, for those who not with us every day, we are in the 4th canto, and this is, what story do we read? Who knows? Prithu, the story of King Prithu. And Prithu was, King Prithu was known for what? Doing puja, yes. He is the acharya of the limb of devotional service for doing deity worship. But what else do we know? What is the story tells us about King Prithu, what he was famous for? Where did he come from? The body of Vena. So who was King Vena? Govinda. I mean, Gesundheit. Who's King Vena? Vena. Oh, what? Evil boy. He was quite a evil boy, right? And what was the problem? Out of this evil boy became evil king. And so he was quite evil and cruel. But then the good thing about an evil and cruel king is, what is the good thing about the evil and cruel king? There were no rogues and thieves, right? Everybody was so afraid, there was kind of nobody ever stick his head out or whatever. So there was no rogues in his kingdoms because they all fled because, it's too much. King Vino, as a child already, he just by fun killed his playmates. So what to speak when he's king and some robber comes or whatever. So, and then, but he also was very mean to brahmanas and religious people, and he himself wanted enthrone himself not only as king, but as the supreme king, right? And of course, the brahmanas, they thought that's intolerable. Let's do something, and with high-pitched sounds, they killed him. I always wonder how this sounds, right? Something. Oh, so they killed him. But then they solved one problem. But then what happened next? Immediately after King Vena was dead, they saw clouds on the horizon. And this was dust clouds, all the robbers and rogues and thieves, they came back to the kingdom. And then the Brahmins thought, we solved one problem, but now we have another one. Right, that's the nature of the material world. You try to solve one problem, you have another problem. I heard once that there was a state in India, they had so many snakes. And the government thought, let's be smart. Everybody who catches a snake and brings it to the government, he get 500 rupee, right? So it was a good business. And then people were even smarter than the government. They said, oh, that's very good. I breed snakes now, right? And for each snake, I get 500 rupees. So everybody started breed snakes. And when the government realized it, they thought, oh, something is wrong here. So they stopped it. And then they didn't get 500 rupees anymore. So what happened? Everybody released the snakes. And they had even more snakes than before, right? So same thing here. Brahmins, they thought, okay, we had a problem. We had one problem, but now we have a bigger problem. We had one Venu, but now thousands of Venus are coming, right? So we need a king. So what they did by their mystical power, and that's very, very interesting, they had a technique to clone out of so-called dead matter, new living matter. I mean, that's pretty far out if you think that they had this technology nowadays. I don't know, we don't want to go into this, but that's quite something. So they churned the bones of the dead cruel King Vena. And what came out? King Prithu. Yeah. First, all the badness out of Vena was how to say, distilled, right? You know, when you cook water or some substance, first of all, you know, all the bad stuff come out. Or the ghee, you make ghee, right? All the bad stuff. So they took the bad stuff away, and then you had pure goodness. And this was King Vena, and he didn't come alone. Archie with his wife. So these two aspects appeared out of three aspects actually out of the body of King Vena, like the manifestation of all evil that was separated, and then you had pure goodness, and that came of two parts of the male and the female part. And so then what King Vena, what did he do? What was his life mission? Prithu, what was his life mission? Civilize the world, yeah. So it's said that King Prithu was how we call him? Shakti Avedesha avatar. So what's the difference between Shakti Avedesha avatar and an avatar, like a real incarnation of Krishna? What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, but in the mission, what's the difference? What is when Krishna appears? Why he appears? He explains. Huh? Save the devotees and give. Huh? Kill the demons, save the devotees. Yes, save the devotees, but what else he does with his devotees? Huh? Yeah, he gives them pleasure. You know, to give pleasure to the devotees. And but there's another thing. Kill the demons, give pleasure to the devotees, and Bhagavad Gita, what does he say? Yes, he again re-established the principles of Dharma, right? And so that we had yesterday, that was a real, like incarnation. Mahaprabhu came to kill the demons. How he killed them? Huh? Jagan Mother, but how he killed them basically? He converts them. Yeah, how he converts them? With what? Huh? With kindness. No, Mother Teresa also comes with kindness. Yeah, but what was his main weapon? Come on.
He makes them surrender.
Come on. When I say it now, you will all say, oh, what was his weapon?
Tell us. Chanting.
Chanting, yes, Harinam Sankirtan, right? That was his weapon, Harinam Sankirtan. And with this, he gave so much pleasure to the devotees, with his pastimes. But now, King Prithu, because he's a Shakti Avadesh avatar, he has more like, he doesn't come for such a big purpose, but he comes for a mission. He has like, his purpose was basically to cultivate the earth again, right? He cut down the peaks of the mountains because there were, it was too much to really cultivate the land. And then still, the earth didn't really respond. And we are going back into this section now here on this point, because he took his bow and arrow, because he was a Kshatriya king, and he put the arrow on his bow, and then he was chasing. Whom he was chasing? The earth in the form of a cow, right? And now we jumping right in here. So the translation of verse 20. Even if a woman does commit some sinful activity, no one should place his hand upon her. And what to speak of you, dear king? You are so merciful. You are the protector, and you are affectionate to the poor. Okay, now we come to the verse what is on the board. Mam vipatya yacharam navam. Mam vipatya charam navam. Yatra vishwan pratishtiram. Yatra visham pratishtiram. Atmanam cha prachaschema. Atmanam cha prachaschema. Kadam ambasi dasyasi. Kadam ambasi dasyasi. Mam viprata racham navam. Yatra vishvam pratishtiram. Admanam cha prachaschemam. Chema. Kadam abasi dasyasi. Please chant.
Mam vipatya jaram navam. Yatra vishvam pratishtitam. Atmanam cha prajaschema. Kadam ambasi dasyasi.
Mam vipatya charam navam.
Yatra vishvam pratishtitam.
Nam cha prachaschema. Ladies.
Mam vipatya jaram navam.
Mam vipatya jaram navam.
Yatra vishvam pratishtitam. Atmanam cha prajaschemaha.
Manam cha prajaschema. Pasidasyasi. Mam vipatya racham vavam. Vishtaram. Atmana cha prachaschema. Kadam amba sidasyasi. Mam, me. Vipatya, breaking to pieces. Acharam, very strong. Navam, boat. Yatra, where. Vishvam, all worldly paraphernalia. Pradishtitam, standing. Atmanam, yourself. Cha, and. Prajaha, your subjects. Cha, also. Imaha, all these. Kadham, how. Ambasi, in the water. Dasyasi, you will hold. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The cow-shaped earth continued. My dear king, I'm just like a strong boat, and all the paraphernalia of the world is standing upon me. If you break me to pieces, how can you protect yourself and your subjects from drowning? Purport. Beneath the entire planetary system is the Garbha water. Lord Vishnu lies on the Garbha water, and from his abdomen a lotus stem grows, and all the planets within the universe are floating in the air, being supported by the lotus stem. If a planet is destroyed, it must fall into the water of the Garbha. The earth therefore warned King Prithu that he could gain nothing by destroying her. Indeed, how would he protect himself and his citizens from drowning in the Garbha water? In other words, outer space may be compared to an ocean of air, and each and every planet is floating on it, just as a boat or island floats on the ocean. Sometimes planets are called dvipa, or islands, and sometimes they are called boats. Thus, the cosmic manifestation is partially explained in this reverence by the cow-shaped earth. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Agnanati Mandasya Kinananchana Shalakaya Chakshu Umidam Yena Tasmei Shikarave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Monopistam Stabidam Yena Bhutales Vayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svabarandikam Vanchakalpata Rupescha Kripa Sindhabe Evacha Patitanam Pavenebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Mother Earth is speaking here to the king, warning him. Even if a woman does commit some sinful activity, no one should place his hand upon her. And what to speak of you, dear king, who are so merciful? You are the protector, and you are affectionate to the poor. The cow-shaped earth continued, My dear king, I am just like a strong boat, and all the paraphernalia of the world is standing upon me. If you break me to pieces, how can you protect yourself and your subjects from drowning? So this is a very important section of the Bhagavatam. Actually, every section of the Bhagavatam is very important, but this is very instructive. And some verses ago, basically in this chapter, Srila Prabhupada, he is so much actually speaking about leadership of the world. First of all, of the leaders of the world, when it comes to King Venu and then to Prithu. And we can see this so much in nowadays leadership, what is missing. And now we even have here a section where the position of a female being is very strongly discussed. And this is nowadays, of course, something also very unpopular, popular, right? So many opinions out there about how women should be and men should be, or men should not be and women should be, or women should not be and men should be. Everybody has his own conception about it. And this is mostly due to our upbringing, the things what shaped us when we were young. And of course that shaped what we received when we were young basically comes also from our karma. So it's not that we only can blame society for the situation where we're in. First of all, we chose the situation where we're in, right? So, and King Prithu, as the representation of an ideal king, is going against the earth. Basically, he's threatening her. And this, the earth responding in an afraid manner. She's pleading with him, saying, "Come on, please, how can you do that?" Even if a woman, or you say, if you look at the cosmic creation, then we have the Purusha, who is the aspect of bringing everything forth, is responsible for everything. We always say, or we can say, it's the male aspect. Although if we take it in today's discussion about male and female, and especially if we identify with our male or female body, what we have in the moment, then this goes quite quick wrong. The discussion will end quite soon in a fight. But if we can see that the Purusha aspect is the aspect who first of all provides, who gives, who made, who basically sets the environment. And also goes in the environment with his blessings and with his potency. And then the environment with the potency goes in the environment and uses it. And this we call as the Prakriti aspect. Now, Earth, as we say, Mother Earth, is so common in different cultures, different languages. They call it Mother Earth. Like we have our Mother Suchitra now on the altar, showing us, giving us darshan of Nrsingadev. Jai, Shishi Palat Lakshmi Nrsingadev Bhagavan Ki Jai. So we have always these two aspects of Purusha and Prakriti, or as we have in Vedic mythology, we have always Lakshmi and Narayan, or Radha and Krishna. Even Shiva comes with Parvati, and they all are different manifestations of the first divine couple, what is Radha and Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan. And the more this divinity, this divine couple, these two aspects come in office, basically. They are coming to, they becoming from a very spiritual aspect, where the spiritual relationship between Radha and Krishna, what is based completely on selfless love. The more and more they coming into a more cross existence, the more they have cross manifestations. For example, out of Krishna, when Krishna goes from his home, he goes into office, he becomes Vishnu or Narayan, right? And when he gets himself dirty, when he goes into the working space, right? Then he takes the form of Shiva, yeah. So, and the same way, when Radharani when she is with Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan, then her only purpose is to serve Krishna and just enjoy this very esoteric pastime sometimes, starting with early in the morning, in the day, where it starts, her first thought is, of course, Krishna, right? And then, the whole day, because she cannot act freely there, because her social position is not that she can enjoy with Krishna. So she has to take some other circumstances in consideration. So when she wakes up in the groves, in the forest in Vrindavan, together with Krishna, in strong, tight embrace, she doesn't want to get up. And all her gopi friends, they come and say, Radha, Kishori, come on, get up, get up. The sun is almost coming up. And you know what happened when the sun comes up? Who will look for you? Who will look for you? Not her mother, even worse. Chatila, her mother-in-law, right? So they really, really have a hard time to kind of separate them. Said, come on, it's enough now. You have to go. So and then both of them, they go to their homes. Radharani is completely, because the night was busy, dancing with Krishna. And the same as Krishna. So they go home, lay in their beds, just to be awakened by the mother or mother-in-law some moments afterwards. Right? And both are, of course, separated. Krishna is like, oh my God, what happened here? But he plays, okay, everything fine. Yes, cows, right. Let's go to the cows, right? And his mother thinks, oh, he's so sleepy, the whole night he was sleeping, Let's get up, Krishna, come on, take your bath, and then she dresses him. And the same, in Javad, where Chatila, the house of Chatila, same thing is going on, Radharani is completely lost, completely tired, like after a festival, after Gopunim. I had maybe not so much sleep. So she gets up, and she first of all has to do her household duties, because Chatila is watching, right? Her mother-in-law. That's the thing. The mother-in-law, you cannot mess with your mother-in-law. She will not forgive you. She will be not merciful. So she gets up, but since Mother Yashoda is the queen in Vrindavan, even Chatila obeys her order. And Mother Yashoda thinks, what my Kanai, what he will have for breakfast? Somebody has to cook for him, but who is the best cook? And she thinks, not even I'm not the best cook, there's even a better cook. And this is who? Radharani. She sends some messenger, some gopi, I forgot which gopi, some gopi is sent to Javad to give the message to Chatila that Mother Yashoda wants that Radharani cooks for Krishna. And Chatila thinks, oh, we will get so many blessings, we will get so much good fortune we will get. Let's get Radharani, I can do this. Let's go, Radharani. She should go to Gokul. She should go to cook for Mother Yashoda. She only sees Mother Yashoda. She doesn't make who else is there? We get so much blessings. And Mother Yashoda, she's always very, she gives lots of presents and rewards. So we will get, some jewels and fine clothing. Comes always. She always sends. So then this messenger from Yashoda, she goes to Radharani and says, come on, you have to cook for Krishna. Radharani says, no, my goodness, how I can cook for Krishna? I'm completely, whatever. No, you have to, you will see him. And in this moment she realizes, oh, I see Krishna. I see Krishna. I'm separated from him, and I can see him again. Okay, and then they go over. It's quite distance from Java to Gokul. And when they enter Gokul, there's like doors and something like that. And Krishna, of course, he knows. And he's waiting. He knows, Radharani is coming with all her friends. She's not coming alone. She's a whole team. She's not alone coming cooking. She has a whole team with her. All the gopis, they stick together, and she knows who knows everything, who's the best for each preparation. So she has already a plan what to cook, right? And then she enters the house of Nanda Baba, and while she's entering, guess who's standing there, watching, try to see, getting a glimpse of Radharani. It's Krishna and his friends already. So they standing there like a naughty pack of boys. You girls have this sometimes. You walk by some club of boys who, they're looking at you, but you kind of, but out of what you do out of your song, secretly you look, right? And even Radharani is not looking. She goes like this, but the other girls, they are looking, there's, hey Radha, there's Kanai. Guess who is looking here, right? But Radharani says, no, I can't. If I meet his eyes, I'm finished. I will be not able to cook. So she goes in, and then you have Rohini and Yashoda, who also made a plan for cooking. So they thought, okay, Radharani, you're so good in this and this. You cook please this for my Kanai and this and this. And, then Radharani, she makes the sub arrangements and say, okay, this gopi cooks this cooks this, and then they're starting to cook. And then Krishna and Balaram, they are called, and they're sitting left and right from Nanda Baba. They're sitting down for breakfast, and all other cowherd boys, the intimate cow, Madhu Mangal comes, and of course checks everything and has make comments about things. Like Pramana saying, that should be, whatever. Then Krishna starts to eat. And Radharani is hiding behind, you have this walls where you cannot, in Indian you have this, the air can come through, you have holes inside, and you cannot really see what's going on behind if you're from a distance. But if you go close, you can look through the holes. So Radharani, she's looking through the holes, looking what Krishna is tasting, what he's eating. And of course, Krishna is, it's like nectar, but he knows Radharani is watching. So what he does, he's like, bah! Who cooked this? That's so disgusting. And Radharani, oh no, So anyway, so yeah, that is what Radharani and Krishna, that's what they're enjoying. That's the whole day. And then the next thing is, Krishna goes out herding with the cows, and all the gopis are, oh no, he's gone. And then, what the gopis or what Radharani thinks, the next thing is, when Krishna goes out in the forest, who will wait there? Who will wait for him and make arrangements already while I'm cooking? Who is on top of it? Huh? No. Vrinda Devi works for Radharani. Chandravali. So, no, Chandravali, she will be there. She has with her gopis, and probably they will wait in the forest. And for sure, Krishna will fall in the trap of Chandravali. No, so that's her only, and she's completely finished the door. She goes back to Yavat and is completely out of it. She can't do anything. She's paralyzed because she knows Krishna is gone. That's it. Right? But then Tulasi and Vrinda, they are always working and making arrangements and coming to Krishna and say, what, Radharani is finished. She's waiting for you. And Krishna said, I can't, what can I do? Chandravali came, but I sent them off. I said, I go for Surya Puja. They should meet me on Surya Kund. So I sent them away. So I'm waiting for Radharani. So they go to Radharani and say, hey, Krishna's waiting for you. So then Radharani, first of all, she cannot move anyway. So so this is the whole business in the day. But when Krishna and Radharani decide, let's do some substantial work, then they go in office and they become Lakshmi Narayan, very dutiful, right? And there they are like a couple. There's again the male and the female aspect. And when they say, okay, let's get ourselves into it, let's involve ourselves, then Krishna makes a transformation into Shiva, Shambhu. And he is the Lord of the material world. He is who really gets himself dirty then there. And out of Lakshmi becomes who? Durga, Parvati. And this in the end is nothing else than? Yeah. But what's his manifestation then? The whole element of matter. The material world. The earth, Mother Earth, is actually manifestation of Parvati, of Durga. Therefore, she is so furious if somebody comes and just steals from her. Therefore, when she knows rogues and demons are on me, then she closes herself off. And this is what's happening here. Because of the reign of King Venu and all these rogues and thieves who were around, she closed herself off. No more. Normally she gives. What Earth, Mother Earth, what she's giving? Huh? Everything. Okay. We go to Lidl and buy everything. I go shopping today, buy everything. Grains, fruits, gems. She opens her pearls. That comes out of her caves. In caves, actually, they are meant for people to get gems out of them. They're meant for this. She is kind of providing this. They're giving to it. It's like a special shops what she opens, the gem shops. And she has different caves with different gems, right? And around Radhakund, there are different kundas of all the main 8 gopis. And each of them, they have a kund. It looks like the shape of a lotus. And all these kundas, they have different colors made out of different gems. Some are golden. One, I think, I don't know, I forgot whom it is. One is golden. So golden that one Saki who was a little bit envious that Radha went into this golden like dome. It's like a temple, and she went to Mother Chatila and said, "I saw Radharani going into this golden dome." So Chatila came, but she could not see Radharani. Why? Because she's also golden. So she said, no, she's not here. So she went again. So the different gems, what she's giving, what she's providing. So she gives riches. These gemstones, they're very precious stones. You can pay with it. All Lakshmi. Again, there we have the aspect of Lakshmi coming out of the earth. She is wealth. But when there are rogues and atheists on the earth, she closes herself off. She closes the shops because she knows that these people, they just want to rape me, basically. They want to rape me. Like Ravan, he tried to catch Sita, to have her for herself. So therefore, we cannot wonder if nowadays the earth is shutting off her treasure stores, doesn't give enough grain, doesn't give enough rain, doesn't give enough so many things. The environment is shutting himself off. The only good thing, and now has come where they say, oh yeah, the sentiment, the Hare Krishna sentiment comes in now. Why the earth still is providing. Yeah, yes. Yes, because Mahaprabhu brought the Yuga Dharma. He brought back the Yuga Dharma, and what we're doing here is actually saving the whole world. Some think it's the monks in Tibet who then they're making their, and they, of course, they're sitting on the top of the world, chanting the mantras, doing their pujas, doing their prayers, continuous, spinning the prayer wheels to keep environment floating. Right? That's that they think that's their purpose, and they have some credit on this. But this is up in the Himalayas. But really down on earth, there is there's the Hare Krishna movement. Yeah, and this is now where I say, yeah, right, it's you guys, right? But there was the story, I don't know, I heard it a long time ago from Navanita, I don't know if you, that there was a conference with the Dalai Lama and like a world conference of different religious leaders. And actually Buddhism is in a quite predictive situation as well, because normally it goes from, now somebody who knows it exactly can correct me, I think it goes from Rinpoche to Lama, and then again from Lama to Rinpoche or something like that. It's like a succession. And it's not like we have a parampara who goes for initiation, it goes for reincarnation. So they looking who is the Rinpoche looks who was the previous Lama, and they have science to figure out where he appeared, and there is no future. I think they didn't find the next Lama who comes after the Dalai Lama. I mean, that must be then a Rinpoche or something like that. I don't know.
There is one boy, but the Chinese government kidnapped him.
Yeah, see, that's the problem, like so that they're in a kind of a very, very difficult situation, and they're not sure if this is the boy, because they have to go through certain tests, so they don't allow this. So, but when they keep them hidden, the chain is broken. So, and then there was this world conference, and there was a devotee who was also there, and he raised this point. He said to the Dalai Lama, "What will happen then? What you guys gonna do now?" And apparently, this is how the myth goes, that the Dalai Lama looked at this devotee and said, "You are a follower of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, of Hare Krishna, of Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. You are a follower of Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So why you ask me?" So they know, the groundwork, all these elevated mantras who may be chanted in the Himalayas to keep all the energies balanced and whatever they try to do, the groundwork is here on the base, on the basis, right? And this is to spread the knowledge together with the Harinam Sankirtan, because this is transcendental knowledge, and one of the limbs of Buddhism is also to spread knowledge. But this knowledge is so complicated and not really graspable, and even philosophical at many points questionable. But this what we got from the simple, it's so close we cannot see. Sometimes when you're very close at something, you can't see it. You have to go from a distance where you can see it. And we're so close to Srila Prabhupada, we cannot see it. It's so common that his disciples are still around, right? And sometimes we walking around, up with our nose. Oh no, this disciple, and he did this and this. We judging them. They are the direct disciples of Srila Prabhupada. It's not by chance that they became so close to Srila Prabhupada. They are special souls. We hear this. We hear the story what Paramahamsa Gaur told about his departed mother. Before she left, Chaitanya Swami came to her and told her stories about Chaitanya Charitamrita, about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And before each story, he said, this story you will not find in Chaitanya Charitamrita or Chaitanya Mangala. You will not find anywhere. And then he told the story, and it was an amazing story. The next story he told said, you will not find anywhere. And then at one point, his mother asked, basically on her deathbed, but she said, but if I don't find it anywhere, how comes that you know it? Maharaj said, just gave a little chuckle, saying. So, they are special souls. And we are so close to them, we have so much association. For Vyasaputra of Sachinanda Swami, I kissed his hand in a tear. We are so familiar with them. We can't see what actually is all behind all these arrangements. Only in the future, people can see what they did. And they probably will see what we did. So what we entering, what we in, is quite a unique pastime. As Mangal Ananda, always a famous book distributor from Germany, he always said, Chaitanya Charitamrita is not closed, it's not finished. And it's true, it ends kind of in nowhere. Right? Chaitanya is not like an ending point where you can, you can close the book and put it away. Now I read it. Because he said it's still written. Right? And, from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, we have Prabhupada Lilamrita. It's the natural expansion, and it will continue, And so, how these great souls entered in the Srimad-Bhagavatam and became part of the Srimad-Bhagavatam. And these great souls who entered in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's not only our chance, it's our duty to enter in the extended version of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Right? When Bhakti Tirtha Swami gave up his body, he had conversations with Radhanath Swami every day, and they were reading Chaitanya Charitamrita. And at one point, Bhakti Tirtha Swami became so ecstatic, he said, we are there, Maharaj, we are there, we write living Chaitanya Charitamrita. And this is what Ananda Krishna spoke yesterday. In the end, we have to enter the Leela, we have to enter the pastime, we have to understand what we're experiencing here is nothing simple, it's nothing common. When we go around, we have the chance every morning, we have to bring the kids to school. And there you see all these other people rushing and then going to their jobs. We come home, we come back here, Gopal and myself, while the boys are in school, poor them, but they still think it's fun. We come back here, there's Kripa Sindhu leading ecstatic kirtan. Everybody is smiling, everybody is dancing, everybody is jumping. Even Simachwa raises his hands already. Is smiling with a big smile, right? This is our party. Then I come in the Puchari room, speak with Gita and say, and she said, you had not so much sleep. I said, it was okay. Only thing, when I woke up, I still digested. And he said, yes, because, yesterday we had feast, but today is a cleansing day. I said, no, Mataji, we will have not a cleansing day. Today is the Vyasa Puja of Vedasara Prabhu. And for his Vyasa Puja, he prepares lasagna for everybody. Haribol! And she goes, oh no, with a smile, oh no, cleansing day. I said, you know what? Tomorrow is the disappearance day of Kadamankana Swami. So Advaita Simha with his helpers, they will cook a feast. Oh my God. And then you come out, everybody is dancing, everybody's in ecstasy. What do you expect more from life? What do you want? Seriously, what you're looking for? Some young, our Pion, of course, the young mind needs some expression and needs some experience. I understand this. But when you get older like myself, you think, what else are you looking for? Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Just stay in the temple. Stay with the devotees. Of course, some of us, we have to work or have to do some. Everybody of us has his dharma, and Krishna has one duty for us to perform, and this is part of our yoga, our eating and dancing yoga. If you tell this to normal yoga people, our yoga is eating, like, oh, really? Yes. So, part of our yoga is to find out what we are, what is this, what Krishna wants from us. And some of us maybe have to connect with the world outside for the purpose of infiltrating the world outside. That's important. If you have to be outside in the world, don't become part of the world. Let the world become part of you. Right? Like our Pion, we heard yesterday, he was distributing books. This is what you do, right? So, and in this way, you always stay close to the continuation of Chaitanya Charitamrita, and the wheel, the chakra, the disc, the chakra vyuha. It's like a formation, right? The Sankirtan movement is like a wheel, like a chakra vyuha. It's like, that in Kurukshetra, they had the chakra vyuha. Abhimanyu knew how to enter. Arjuna knew, and Abhimanyu, he heard it when Arjuna explained it to his mother. What's the name? Subhadra, yeah, right, Subhadra. How to enter in the chakra vyuha. And Abhimanyu in the womb, he heard it. But he didn't hear how you get out of the chakra vyuha. That was his difficulty, right? So, but the Sankirtan movement is like a chakra vyuha. We can tell you how to enter. It's very easy. Just grab a book and read it. And then go to the temple and have a feast. But guess what? We can't tell you how to get out of it. Because there's no way out of it. Once you're in, you're in. Right? And so I wish myself that I don't find a way out of it, that the devotees always keeping me in the association about the chakra has a wheel in the middle, a center, and the center is our Srila Prabhupada. So I hope and pray that the devotees give me the blessings that I can be in the association, and whenever I made an attempt to somehow, let's see how to get out, they slap me in, push me in, and then again be part in the circle. What else can a person like me ask for? So thank you very much. That was a wonderful festival where we could celebrate this event, what infiltrated our lives. Without that event, what we had yesterday, nothing would be there. There's only one more important day for us in the year. Who guess what is that day? No. 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 Yes. It's the appearance day of Srila Prabhupada, because without Srila Prabhupada, we would not even know what is Go Punim. We would know nothing. So therefore, all credit go to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Are there any questions or comments? Or come into the
Wait a second.
Yeah. Yes.
2 seconds. Yes. Aha, she said birthday. Okay.
Yes,
No Pushpanjali.
we can do. We had in the old times. So when you old time, you want to tell how you celebrate the Vyasa Puja of a devotee?
Kirtan?
Nah, Kirtan. Kirtan. It came secondly. What came first? Yeah, especially Prasadam. I remember once. Yeah, with what? No. No. Berlin Temple was famous for this. No. We don't want to say it. Huh? There was one in the Berlin Temple. There was like a how to say it? It was in the cellar. How you say cellar? A cellar. The temple was actually in a cellar. Was buried, but it was like a hub. Was beaming when you came in. Was like, right? Ananda Krishna told yesterday how Varahamurti invented there the hardcore kirtans with the microphone like this, and everybody was so beaming. Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra. When you were dancing, you have to be afraid that you didn't fall into them, and sometimes devotees fall into them because it was so packed, and the deities basically were standing right in front of the deities were dancing, right? And there was one, I think there was a Sunday feast, a Saturday feast, the Saturday feast went always till 9 o'clock, sometimes 10 o'clock. The people were still there, right? And the devotees went in there. I think it was Keshava's birthday or somebody's birthday, and the devotees came in with boxes full of caramels. So this was then the Abhishek. No, I'm joking. So this we can do with Vedasara. No, yeah. That was your question or what? Yeah. Okay. Someone else, Shireen?
Yes, I have a question. First of all, thank you for a very nice lecture. I have a question. You mentioned something about the male and female energy, which we can see is very prevalent in like all of the couples, divine couples that we see. Because I try to preach to some of my colleagues and some of my friends. Many of them are also part of the LGBTQ community. So how do you tell them, or not convince them, but at least express or inform them about these energies that are needed in a relationship to, actually be a fulfilling relationship, to be a good relationship, and not.
I think the first mistake. I mean, it's such a wide topic, and nowadays it's so quickly misunderstood because we so much on the bodily platform. Although we try to be not on the, because this is what they actually try to do, to be not on the bodily platform. Yeah, I don't care what body I'm a fox or I'm a dog or whatever, But there's so much in this because they don't identify with the actual body what they have. They want to identify with a body what they don't have. So it's, how far it can go. But I think the first big mistake what we sometimes doing, because we identify ourselves as preaching movement and we identify ourselves as preachers, is to first of all cut in and want to correct them. And in my experience, that never works. Because what want to cut in is my ego. Because I feel offended, according to my philosophy, what I think. So how you can believe that? Now I have to correct you. That's my ego want to preach. And ego creates ego. So the only thing what I reach is his ego, and this will not end good. So I heard something in a Namras podcast, some devotee was saying that Brahma gave us 2 ears and just 1 mouth. This says something. So first, we have to hear. We have to find out, because these souls, they are poor living entities who end up in a completely confused situation out of a reason. And we have to find out what is the reason that they are confused. It's not because they follow the wrong philosophy. They're not there yet. but something triggered them what completely unbalanced them. And what we first have to give them is association in form of friendship, of support and understanding. It doesn't help if we tell them, no, you're not this body, what you anyway not, you're not, but it doesn't help them. So, but it helps if you because what they're struggling is, they struggle with reality. They struggle with reality. They cannot accept the reality, right? And they only fight. The fight nowadays is to curve reality in a way that it fits in their head. So therefore, there's so much on it to tell everybody, I'm a woman, I'm this, I'm that, I'm what they are not or whatever. That's the whole thing. They get up in the morning, tell themselves, and they look in the mirror. No, you're not. You don't have a beard. You don't have a beard. You're a woman. Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. So and they're looking for people who gives them some understanding and at least acceptance. We have to accept the world we are in. There's a reason why we are in this world. If we don't accept this, then we do the first mistake. If the Sankirtan devotee would not accept the people and first of all start to tell them, yeah, you should not go shopping here, that's all waste of money, whatever. Nobody that would think they are crazy. No, they're coming you go shopping here from here. It's a nice town, nice shopping center. And we're selling also something. Here's a book. He doesn't go and chastise them. He flatters them. And this is how preaching works. Prabhu said, like a doctor. You're a doctor. The doctor comes to the child with a sweet, but on the sweet he places the medicine. He comes to airplane. So when you're friends with them and give them understanding, they think, oh, this person understands me. And then they look at your life, and there you come in. But not as a preacher with your words, with your actions. That you're different. You do things no, I don't eat meat. No, I don't go to parties. Why? I should drink myself to the unconscious point. Why should drink anyway? It makes no sense. And then they see this person is different. What makes them different? And then they start to ask. At this moment they ask, you allowed to preach. Then you can say, but still you have to be intelligent. Don't overthrow everything on them. Whatever they can take. Slowly, step by step. And I think that's first we have to be friends. Prabhupada was a friend to all. He went in the manor. He made his walk in the garden in the manor, in the Bhaktivedanta manor in England. And there was a gardener. He was also an old man. And Prabhupada met him. He comes with his followers, and he was an old man, like a worker. He was not a devotee. And Prabhupada went to him and saw him and said, you have very nice teeth. Because this man had all his teeth. And this man was immediately, and Prabhupada said, my teeth all gone, all rotten. Immediately he could make a connection. And this man loved him, and every day he waited for Prabhupada that he made this round again. And he thought, that's a wonderful man with his rotten teeth. He's very, he's very genuine because Prabhupada could make this connection. There's this Dr. Patel in the Mumbai morning walks. There was always a doctor. He was actually a Mayavadi. And he every morning came and he made, Prabhupada challenged Prabhupada. Said, no, actually everything is, came always with his theories. And the disciples, they were furious, this is a demon, whatever. But Prabhupada, he could, and sometimes he spoke strongly with him, but he could make this connection. He was so attached to him that when Prabhupada, one day he didn't come for his walk, he came looking after him. And then Prabhupada needs a physician, he needs a doctor, whatever, he was so attached to Prabhupada. That's the secret. Make the world attached to us, and slowly they will come to us. Friendship. Sorry, does this answer your question?
Yes, it exactly answers my question. Thank you.
So,
Thank you, sir.
okay, please, everybody go. We are running late. I mean, if Kripa Sindhu, of course, can stay, but everybody else, there is a wonderful paneer sabji waiting for you, Shrikant. Did you have, this was a special, this sabji was special. It was smoked, how you call it? Smoked pepper sabji. It has like smoky taste, and it's like Paramahamsa smoked the paprika. So on purpose, yeah. No, it was amazing. Yes.
Hare Krishna, sorry. Yeah, thank you. If you allow, I would like to try to make a comment.
Yes.
Please bless me, I can do that. And one simple question then afterwards. Regarding your point that, I don't know how you said it, but what came into my mind is how Prabhupada would sometimes speak also of his disciples, and we see also because Prabhupada disciples, and sometimes we see he's doing that not right, and he's like this, and we are like criticizing. You mentioned like this,
Yeah.
and it's really fantastic for me to see how Prabhupada would clearly see that some of his disciples are like kind of, sometimes he would even say it's obvious he's crazy. There are such cases even, and but at the same time when we continue hearing about how Prabhupada is talking about these disciples of him, at the same time he says, he's my spiritual son, I can never reject him.
No.
And I think this is really the proof for me also, who am I can criticize. I mean, this is a Prabhupada disciple. I mean, this is really special. So, but at the same time, we don't accept everything. We are discriminating. We don't want to do everything which they are also doing if it's nonsense.
Yeah.
But we are meant to see actually in the end the great picture, what love means. And this is really fantastic. And also, if, for example, when we see at the whole movement, like what's happening in ISKCON sometimes, I cannot understand. You know, I also, as a Krishna, why is this happening? Why is Krishna allowing this? And we cannot understand. But somehow, maybe in the end, it's like a proof, and Krishna wants to show us with these things what love means. For example, a few years ago, we had this scandal, you know, again a scandal, sannyasi, you know, big thing. Why is it possible that happens in such an amazing movement, you know? I don't understand. But still Krishna says, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. You know, he's a devotee, and if he still follows, he's considered to be a saintly person. So maybe somehow in the end, this love which shows through such cases is really amazing to me. I mean, this person is a rascal, he is crazy, even Prabhupada says, but still, Prabhupada says, still he loves him. And he can never reject him, so somehow this is for me quite fantastic, and it kind of touches me, and is really great. So this is some thoughts that came into my mind. Maybe you can correct or say something, because I don't see everything about it. But
Thank you for making this comment, because I think you're completely right on that points. I think just somebody, maybe his mind is crazy, doesn't mean the person is crazy, because he's a spiritual soul, and he was so, whatever it is, we don't want to name anybody, but he was so attached to Srila Prabhupada. That's the thing, his attachment to Srila Prabhupada, right? And even if it's crazy, even this thing what you mentioned with this child stuff, same thing. When you have this King Vena, the bad stuff came out. So we still boiled down the milk. Prabhupada said, let's boil down the milk. When you boil down the milk, it's like, making ghee, stuff comes out. And this stuff has to come out because it's in the society. This stuff is in us. And we bringing it in a pure movement. So the movement is pure, but these things has to come to the surface, that we can take it out. And now our intelligence is it now to make the right steps, the right adjustment, not seeing that this pure movement of Srila Prabhupada is contaminated. No, to take the contamination out. And this is now our part. And there we will see if we are great or not. And I don't think following Srila Prabhupada means exactly doing everything what they did. Because Prabhupada adjusted things according to time, place and circumstances. It's important to find out what's the principle and what's the detail. We don't touch the principles. but we have to adjust the details. You know, book distribution looked different 20 years ago than now. You know, and it will look, in 20 years, it will look completely different. Maybe you have Sankirtan robots who go and I don't know, you know, whatever, you know, but, you know, that's details. The principle is spread the knowledge, spread the mercy. So therefore, I think that's a part of us now to really discriminate, okay, what is now our steps to do to make things better and get these bad things out, but as Jesus said, hate the sin and not the sinner, right? So, you know, it's not, you know, this person's, his attachment, Srila Prabhupada, that's the main thing. This we should see, and we should not even judge. We should not even judge, because only Krishna can see in the heart. If somebody has difficulties, let's give him support. Doesn't mean we glorify him or what, you know, whatever. Doesn't mean we support the mistake, but we support the person for his betterment. Because when I would do a mistake, I also wanted that the devotees are compassionate with me. Sorry, I did a mistake, but please forgive me. You know, even if I would not see that I made a mistake, I still would hope that the devotees are forgive me. Anyway, this is a long topic, and I think it goes over the Bhagavatam class.
Yeah, just a small question, a really simple thing regarding Vyasa Puja. You said Vedasara, and usually we are, or I was informed in the beginning that the Vedic tradition is, it was said like this, that actually the one who has birthday, he is giving presents. Yeah. This is Vedic.
Therefore
so is it? Yeah, therefore it makes lasagna, which works out perfectly, I think. But I would like to have like a confirmation. Somehow, can you explain a little bit why is it Vedic tradition and how does it look like? And
you come in the prison house. This is as I learned it, the day you take birth in a material body, you come in the prison house. So when a prisoner comes to the prison house, you don't celebrate the day when you enter the prison house. But you should give to the wards, the wardens, how you say that, the Wärter? No, you should bribe them, you know, kind of give them some presents that they let you out. So in the same way, you should not give presents to the workers of Knaus, you know what blessings they can give, but you should give presents to the Vaishnavas, because they are the ones who can lead you out, right?
You never take birth again.
Yeah, therefore we're singing this, and therefore we do this. Of course, then the Vaishnavas in response, you know, they also sometimes we make a cake to just honor that somebody who's very dear to the community and maybe is not the best cook or whatever, you know, then we make a cake for this person just to show our love as well, because that's our part, then to show Vedasara our love to him. That we're grateful that you're here. Such amazing, you know, you're a hippie, you came as a hippie, and you're a wonderful preacher now and a wonderful part of this community. And thank you. Thank you for giving your life in our community. And, you know, we don't have to make a big thing out of it. Just give him a hug. Give him a hug and say, I love you. Of course, you know. No, but, you know, it's wonderful that you're here. And we should treat everybody like that. You know? Therefore, in return, we have to also behave that everybody is happy that we are here. Yeah, it's also part of it. Anyway, are we done?
Thank you.
Thank you for your questions. So, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad-Bhagavatam ki jai. Today actually a feast of Jagannath Mishra ki jai.